Hi, welcome to my latest YouTube video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a scenic cruising day that we had on the Grand Princess about 3 weeks ago now. We were in Glacier Bay, Alaska, and thought I'd share it with everybody. Enjoy the scenery. We had a fairly leisurely start to the day. We entered the Glacier Bay channel at around 9 o'clock, and the park rangers joined us about then. But the narrated part of the tour didn't really start until about 11 o'clock. So we got up to the railing of the ship at about 10 o'clock to try to get a spot. We were quickly surprised to find lots of people along the railing, and not only lots of people, but all of them were trying to hog up or reserve railing space. So we had to do some back and forth with the people there to try to get them to squeeze in a little bit, give us some space so we could look. People were really spread out. As you can see, we've got people with chairs on both sides taking up a ton of room. So after talking with them and negotiating, I guess, so we could have a spot to sit, we started to enjoy the scenery, and man, was it beautiful. The stark mountains against the water with the reflections coming up. The sun was out. It was a beautiful day. It wasn't too cold here on the side. We're midship, port side, and with the sun shining on us, we were fairly warm. We dressed for the cold, and glad we did, because as we got up to the front of the ship, it definitely got quite a bit colder. But comfortable spot right here to just sit back and enjoy, and I'll let you do that as well. We didn't see a whole lot of wildlife at this part of the scenic cruising. My daughter does pick out a couple of mountain goats a little later on in the video. I'll point those out. But not a lot of wildlife along the shore or floating on the icebergs. We saw more of that at College Fjord the next day. But like I said before, the scenery was absolutely amazing. No complaints there. Daughter did not last very long up here, but if you were dressed properly with I was wearing a sweatshirt with a hoodie and also a winter coat that I could close up the hood, keep my ears and face warm. It wasn't really all that bad, and it offered beautiful 360-degree views, whereas on the starboard side, or the port side there, you really couldn't see the other side of the ship all that well. So it was definitely a good move to move up to the front of the ship where we could see, where we were going, as well as see all the way to the left and all the way to the right. And we could also move side to side on the ship, whereas where we were midships, the pool was in the center, so you had to go all the way around to get to the other side. So much faster. If somebody saw something on the other side up front here, you could just run right over to the other side.
Squats. Where? For sure. Oh yeah.
No? You don't know.
We're still down.
You don't know.
We're gonna do another 360. I guess. Well, not. Yeah. There's so many allergies going on right now.
It was really nice having the park rangers on board. The commentary as we went by different things, or as they pointed out wildlife, was really nice to have. There were speakers all the way around deck 16 that we're on right now. And it was just really nice learning things as we went by. I learned quite a few new things that I didn't know about the area and about the glaciers in general. Very, very interesting commentary. The cruise line even had photographers wandering around the ship taking people's pictures. Obviously, such a photogenic area here. So that was nice to have as well. You'll see them walking behind us every now and then, or even asking us if we wanted a picture taken. You can tell when the wind starts kicking up a bit. The telescoping stick for my selfie stick that the 360 camera is mounted on sometimes catches the wind just right and makes a slight humming noise. This is where my eldest daughter points out two mountain goats up on the mountainside to the left. She says they're up high right by the snow line.
Is that a goat? I think I see a goat. Who's bumping into me? There's two! Two goats!
When glaciers wind their way down the valleys of these coastal mountains, when they eventually find the coast,
Where that snow is right up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
this is what we call a
Like
tidewater
towards the
glacier.
top.
When it interacts with the rising and
straight up
falling
on the
sea
ice.
water. Perhaps like many visitors to Glacier Bay, this is what you've come here to see. All glaciers offer the majesty of
I don't
natural
know how you
forces.
spotted that.
I'm just around randomly. They're so small.
Saltwater lapping mechanisms. The waves and tidal fluctuations nibble away at the foundations. Great blocks of ice 200 feet or more can crash into the bay. These glaciers have their own unique effects.
They're over there.
Like all glaciers, they flow downhill under their own weight, but upon reaching the sea, the front will crumble away under the
Here we are standing on the starboard side of the bridge, and a Norwegian Cruise Lines ship is passing us to the right, heading in the opposite direction.
Yeah, we have one barking us on that side, yeah. I got that drink there.
And here people were yelling that they saw a spout from a humpback whale on the starboard side. You can see everyone running over there quickly to see if they can catch a glimpse. I did not see it myself, but we had seen so many whales the previous day. If you haven't seen the video, check out my whale watching in Juneau at Auk Bay video, that I wasn't that concerned about it. Here, the captain made an announcement over the loudspeakers that a passenger on our ship had reported someone flailing about in the water behind our ship. So the captain made an announcement that our ship would be turning around and assisting in the search and potential rescue if somebody had fallen overboard. I found it kind of strange because we had just passed the Norwegian ship, who would be where we were turning around to go, and there was also a small sailing vessel that had passed us on the left-hand side a few minutes prior that also would have been able to help with this search and rescue. But just to be on the safe side, I guess they chose to turn the ship around and take a look just to be safe.
Yeah, that boat.
Luckily, they never found anyone in the water, and it was deemed a false alarm. Good thing, because I can't imagine that water is very warm.
But you know, Captain Kate, she always posts videos of them like saving people in the water, and they always are getting drowned out. They don't smell like it usually. I can't believe I saw a whale though. It and then it went up in the water just a little bit, probably like a foot.
Yeah.
And
This is what I think was probably the most amazing moment of our scenic cruising that day. We had finally turned around after going back and investigating what turned out to be a false alarm man overboard. So we turned the ship around. Well, the captain turned the ship around. How about that? And we made our way to the glacier. You can see the glacier on the port side forward corner of the ship. And we were sitting there watching the glacier, and we kept hearing what sounded like small gunshots. And we were left wondering what that was, thinking maybe somebody was hunting near the shoreline or up in the mountains. When all of a sudden, we saw a huge piece of the glacier crack and fall off into the water. It's called calving. Apparently, according to the park ranger narration, the glacier moves forward about 7 to 8 feet a day, so will break off multiple times during the day. But we were lucky enough to be parked right there when it happened and see the giant wave that all of that ice falling into the water created. Quickly followed by a giant flock of birds came down and started feasting on what I can only imagine is the fish and stuff that got mixed up from the bottom as that ice fell in. But it was quite something to behold. The sound from that crack and splash took a little bit to get to us, but I'll be real quiet so you can hear it happen.
It's just falling off little by little. It's pretty loud, but it's basically like sounding good. Oh, that's a lot. Holy crap! Whoa! Here comes the waves. Oh my gosh, that was a lot. Oh my god. The wave is so big, and I know it's so annoying. It's like I was on the train yesterday, like, yeah. I'd rather get some pictures if you just look at it. That's just for fun. Did you get that on video? Yeah, because right here. Now all the birds are congregating over there. They're so annoying.
Well, they mix something in water, right?
Yeah, it was a huge wave that came up. Poor Ebert.
Oh, the boat was there.
Dude, there's so many birds over there.
I did.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how well it'll text because the internet's so slow, but no, I can't drop it. Sorry, it's gonna be dry.
On the
¿Se cayó un pedazo?
Are you sure? Because on Messenger they've been sending better on Messenger. Which uncut. What's your name?
No, pero.
Okay.
No, because they don't do anything. Thank you.
Pretty good caption. That is a good caption. Oh, yeah. She won everything.
Just an amazing day on the water. Our travel agent told us to take Princess Cruises for this very reason, that they do the scenic cruising on the inside passage to Glacier Bay. I'll make another video for when we get to College Fjord. The park ranger comes on board, does the narration. Just a fantastic, fantastic day. Really put a nice capper the last 2 days of scenic cruising on our Alaska cruise. So highly recommend. If you enjoyed this footage and you'd like to see more, I do have an uncut version of this video posted on my Cruising Out of Sight 360 Uncut channel. It's all of this video, but uncut without any narration and some nice relaxing music. So if you enjoyed this, I recommend you go check that out as well. Thanks for watching.